Alright, in this video what we're going to go over is how to hook up a duplex receptacle. I know everyone has seen these, have them in your house, in commercial buildings. These are either a 15 amp, which this one's a 15 amp, so this would be more of a residential outlet, or a 20 amp. They're all 120 volt AC. So this is what you would normally see in your, this is what we would run in a house. This is called romex, or non-metallic sheathing. It's just like a plastic coating on it. It looks very similar to a extension cord. It's basically what it is. It's just a heavy-duty extension cord. So we'll take this, which is this little deal here. It's got this little tooth in it. It acts like a little shark's tooth. You pull that, it will cut the romex sheathing, so we can actually get to the wires inside. This is what we would actually call a, this is a 12-3 as opposed to a 12-2, which means that we have 3 wires in it. So we've got 2 hots, a black and a red, and a ground, which is not counted in the number sequence, but it's just a bare copper wire, as you can see right there. So we've got a red, a black, and a white. The white is our neutral. So I have removed the metal sheathing, or the non-metallic sheathing, the romex coating, and then now I have to strip the wire. You need to strip back about a ½ inch. So I prefer these strippers here. They work really well, and you're able to actually use these and bend it like a little J. Say it like that before you. We do have a couple other strippers. We have these here in the lab, which work fairly well. Pretty quick if you're doing, these are designed for number 12 wire, which is what this is here. The only thing is then if you strip with those, then you need a pair of pliers to make your J hook. Like that there. And you don't want too much, because if you have too much wire, whenever we go to put it on the receptacle, it will you'll have too much hanging out, and it'll be in the back side of the box and create a hazard. So you see that right there. Strip that off. It actually works pretty well. And with that, for this receptacle, what we're going to do is I'm going to install this to where we would have 2 different circuits. So we've got the hot side, which are gold, the gold screws, and then our neutral is going on the silver side. So, and what I would do if I was really going to do this, I don't want to tear this receptacle up, but there's a little tab right here on that little tab right there that connects this. So right now I could put a hot wire on one side and a neutral wire, the white wire, on the other side, and both circuits are on, both outlets are on the same circuit. It's a duplex receptacle. So when I break this apart, it makes this one and this one separate. So that's the way I'm going to install this one. So I'm going to put the black one on. Loosen that up a little bit, and as you see, that's going clockwise to the way I'm tightening, and the wire comes out the bottom here, and as I tighten, it will actually get tighter around it because I put that little J hook on it. There you go. Now if I was only doing one circuit, that's all I would need. I wouldn't need the red wire. But since I'm going to split these apart, make it 2 circuits, then I would have, I'm going to put the other one on here just because we're using a 12-3. Alright. Then I come on the other side. If I'm not using this screw, I need to screw it back in. I don't need it hanging out like that, so I don't need that one. There we go. And then I just tighten this back up. Want to make sure that it's going in the right direction. If not, it's going to pull loose, and I don't want a safety hazard. Alright, and then this wire, the one that does not have any kind of shielding on it, it's just straight copper. Pull that out, and we have a ground screw, which is right here, and I'm going to lock it around that. And this is the way we would hook up a duplex receptacle. Of course, we would be in a box. I'm just doing it out of the box so you can better see how it's done. So that's what we have. So we've got our hot wires on the gold, neutral on the silver, copper, which is our ground, and could be in a ground sheathing or a green sheathing to a green wire or a green screw. And this is solid wire. See how hard this was to bend and hard it is to move. We also could use stranded. The advantage of stranded, it pulls a little easier through the pipe. You see this in commercial. The romex would be solid. But see, this is like multiple layers, like a cable. So that's stranded. So if I am putting this together, I want to have about the same, about a 1/2 inch that I've stripped out, and I still want to do the same thing. I would want to put a J hook on it, just like I was doing, and then tighten it clockwise so that as it goes, it pulls around. If I went the other way, it's going to make a mess. So that is how we would hook up a standard duplex receptacle.